Hey YouTube, it's Morgan. I'm back with another video, and today I have a Galley haul for you guys. So like I said in my previous July wrap up, I'm not buying any books in August, but I have found a way to get books at my job. I do work at a bookstore. We have a white box that comes full of galleys each month, and they are free books that are usually unproofread copies of the book or advanced reader copies. Basically, each of the books that come in this box are still subject to change. We cannot sell them. They give them out for, bookstores and people to review them. So if you are interested in any of these books and getting them early, I suggest taking some notes and reaching out to the publisher to see if they would give you a copy to review. Even on the back of these books, some of them are saying, if you got the Galley, let us know what you think about the book. So, I have 5 for you today. I did have 6, but I cannot find the other book. My room is a mess, and I was only willing to look so hard. So if I find that one, I'll put a comment down in the bottom bar or add on to this video. Whatever. Let's just get into it. Okay, so my first book is A Word for Love by Emily Robbins, and it's a fiction novel, and I will read the little blurb on the top. A mesmerizing debut set in Syria on the cusp of the unrest. A Word for Love is the exquisitely told story of a young American woman transformed by language, risk, war, and a startling new understanding of love. Okay, so the main character is an American student going to Syria in search of these old love stories. So while she's there, she kind of gets caught up with her host family, and I think a war is about to break out, or it's already starting. Something of that nature happens, and she finds so much more about the people who wrote the story, and it talks about what's going on in Syria while she's there. So I got this because I saw Khalid Hosseini. He wrote A Kite Runner, A Thousand Splendid Suns, which is one of my favorite books, and he wrote And the Mountains Echoed, which I have yet to read. So once I saw his quote on the book, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna read this one. So that's it for A Word for Love. The next one, 40 Autumns, a family story of courage and survival on both sides of the Berlin Wall. So I picked this one up in January, but I have yet to read it. I thought, why not add it into this haul? And I'll read a quick little blurb from the book. There's a lot of writing. I guess they haven't finalized everything yet on how they're going to summarize the book in the back. I'll just read this short piece. In this illuminating, deeply moving memoir, a former American military intelligence officer goes beyond traditional Cold War espionage tales to tell the true story of her family of 5 women separated by the Iron Curtain for more than 40 years and their miraculous reunion after the fall of the Berlin Wall. So this is a memoir, and I picked this up because I don't know much about the Berlin Wall at all. I mean, of course I've heard about it, but I really don't know much history on that. So I thought this would be a great way for me to learn about that. So that made me pick up the book. The next one, Leopard at the Door by Jennifer McVeigh. I guess I'll say McVeigh. And this one, I'll read the top blurb. Set in Kenya in the 1950s against the faded backdrop of the British Empire, a sweeping tale of self-discovery, betrayal, and impossible love. So it says, after 6 years exiled in England, Rachel has returned to Kenya and the farm where she spent her childhood, only to find the home she has longed for in the grip of change. Her father's new companion, a strange, intolerant woman, has taken over the household, and the political climate in the country is growing more unsettled by the day. Looming over them all is the threat of Mau Mau, a secret society intent on uniting the Africans and overthrowing the whites. So that's pretty much why I picked this book up. I was like, Oh, is the protagonist white? Which I think either this book is going to be really good or it might be a little problematic. Either way, or it could be neither of the two, in which I'd be happy I didn't pay for it. But yeah, so I figured it was free. Why not pick this up? And the next one, I picked this up because I recognized the author's name. This is Moonglow by Michael Chabon. I've seen his name in the store and heard that a couple people in here on YouTube really like his writing. So I picked this one up, and it's a novel. This one's about a grandson whose grandfather's on his deathbed, and his grandfather pretty much spills his guts on his deathbed, and it's supposed to be a bit funny, and his grandfather just kind of like confessing all these things about his life to his grandson before he dies. So, I mean, I figured why not? I mean, it sounds entertaining, and hopefully it'll be a good introduction to Michael Chabon. Okay, and my last book, which actually sounds really good, Perfect Little World by Kevin Wilson, and says the best-selling author of The Family Fang. I feel like I've heard of that book before, but I can't really remember. So it says, I'm probably going to read this whole blurb. When Isabel Poole meets Dr. Preston Grind, she's fresh out of high school, pregnant with her art teacher's baby, and totally on her own. Izzy knows she can be a good mother, but without any money or relatives to help, she's left searching. Dr. Grind, an awkwardly charming child psychologist, has spent his life studying family even after tragedy struck his own. Now, with the help of an eccentric billionaire, he has the chance to create a perfect little world, to study what will happen when 10 children are raised collectively without knowing who their biological parents are. He calls it the Infinite Family Project, and he wants Lizzie and her son to join. This attempt at a utopian ideal starts off promising, but soon the gentle equilibrium among the families disintegrates. Unspoken resentments between the couples begin to fester, the project's funding becomes tenuous, and Izzy's growing feelings of Dr. Grind makes her question participation in the strange experiment in the first place. Written with the same compassion and charm that won over legions of readers with Family Fang, Kevin Wilson shows us with grace and humor that the best families are the one we make ourselves. So yes, I thought that was interesting. I'm actually really excited to read that one. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Did you like this haul? Did you not? Oh, and let me know if you actually asked the publishers to get advanced copies of these books as well. Okay, well, that was the end of my haul. I will see you guys later when I make another video. Bye!